Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-January 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. You like my new cards? Cosmic Slumber Tarot deck. Oh wow. It would have to be for a Aquarius reading to throw me a curveball like that. This deck has like 2 additional cards, and I was thinking, I hope I don't get like the morning or night cards because I don't remember what it was, but I do have the guidebook here, so and it's in the central theme, so oh lordy lordy, you Aquarians crack me up, man. Okay, alrighty then. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pause this. Okay, so according to this guidebook, they say that the morning is a card of new beginnings. So it can be maybe starting over with something or initiating something. And this period is in the middle of the month, and you are going to have a solar return in the 3rd week of January. So that can also be, I think, part of your season is a new beginning of sorts when the sun is in the 1st house. In the past position, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is a card of, it's a good money card for abundance. It's a card of teamwork, of people working together to create things of substance. And this is the Architect's card too, so it's very good for your new projects and doing them in a thorough way so that you're building everything with a firm foundation. You're not trying to kind of, what do they say, cut corners or something like that. Okay, I'm trying. I don't know if some of you are launching a business or planning on it. You're putting the finishing touches on it. Certainly with the morning card, that does seem like the beginning of what is going on. We do have Mercury retrograde mid-month, and we also are in the midst of a Venus retrograde, which happens to be in Capricorn, but the Mercury retrograde is starting in your sign. So that's something that you have to take into account as well. That maybe the 3 of Pentacles can be a relationship, or you're in a lover's triangle. Whenever there's a 3, there could be 3 parties involved. The higher message is the Queen of Swords. So sometimes to me, the ultimate meaning for this is being able to make a decision where you're not allowing yourself either to be manipulated or to allow your own sentimentality to take over. Of course, Aquarius isn't necessarily that sentimental of a sign, but you still may have emotional ties to somebody, and you have to be able to see that situation from a very dispassionate point of view in order to make the right decision. What crosses you is the 5 of Swords. And this is a card of, to me, this is, really about deceit against you, especially verbally. So somebody bad-mouthing you around town and deceiving you in some way. And I feel like the fact that this is in the challenge position is that maybe you are giving somebody chance after chance after chance. If this is relationship related, and you have Venus in Pisces, Aquarius, this could really be the case because you might be believing everything that they tell you, even though they're two-faced, and you keep having the same situation. So that's why I say with the Queen of Swords is that you may be reluctant to make a decision that you know you have to make. The Morning card in this deck, if it's all about new beginnings, is that you have to chart a new course. And when I said new beginnings, it was 555 on the recording, and that's like, 5 is a number of change. It's like triple fives, and you might like be too trusting of someone who is not trustworthy, and that can be a problem for you. So you have to be, like I said, dispassionate about the situation. What's coming in is the Nine of Torches or Wands, and this is a card, you can see the wands are creating that kind of fence, which symbolizes boundaries, laying down boundaries. But with fire torches, we're talking about personal boundaries. That's what it always is. Of course, some people, there's also physical boundaries. Don't ring my doorbell, text me. Don't invade my space. So there can be all types of boundaries. But this is kind of like, to me, energetic. It's about, wands the fire element is about freedom, and that can involve, in relationships, somebody who violates your freedom is somebody who you might be trying to end a relationship with or change it so that it's more in your favor. I would say with the Five of Swords, though, be careful of who you trust, because you might be trusting somebody who is two-faced, who has no intention of honoring your wishes, and they talk out of both sides of their mouth. So, but you can still set boundaries with those sorts of people too, because chances are they are going to violate your boundaries, and then you'll have a good excuse to say goodbye without them being able to argue about it, because they know that you already stated what your wishes were and they chose to ignore them. The outcome is the Universe, which is the World card, and this is a card of endings. It's the final card of the Major Arcana. So this can be like closure. And that almost makes me think of an on-again, off-again relationship. Oh yeah, Venus retrograde. Definitely. And another thing too is that the Venus retrograde is occurring in your 12th house. So it could certainly be some kind of a karmic relationship, and that's why it's on again, off again, where maybe you have allowed too much nonsense. And with the Three of Pentacles, maybe like I said, there's a third party. And with Aquarius, if it's a true Aquarius, they're not going to necessarily flip out if there's another party involved, because you are not in and of yourself possessive. However, there can still be this sense of, I think, understanding when you haven't been respected. It's one thing to want to go outside of the relationship, but if you're not honest about it, then that's disrespectful to the other person. If somebody is being, disrespectful to your face and saying, not nice things to you, that's not acceptable behavior. And so that's why I'm saying about setting boundaries. And that may call for an end to such a relationship. And it's perfectly within your rights to do so in that kind of situation. So, yeah, things like that can be quite like the straw that broke the camel's back. Where you realize that somebody is not for you, but actually against you, and you realize that you don't need that in your life anymore. Okay, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.